Hi there, it's Sarah from The Southey Way again, and here is part 2 of reasons why we don't exercise. And part 2 is all about I'm too tired. Now I get it. Life is exhausting. It is exhausting. Just the stuff that we have to achieve day to day without adding anything extra in. Things like work and home and spouses and children and pets and just the general chores. It can wear us down, and quite honestly, at the end of the day, we can look at going to exercise. We can look at the sofa and a nice cup of tea and a cake and think, which one would I rather do? And yeah, it can be really, really hard to find that energy to go out and do the exercise that we know we all should do, because exercise is so important in our lives. We don't want to stagnate. We don't want to become settled in our comfort zone and not live our lives, which is basically what happens if we don't do the exercises. We kind of don't find out how much we can do with our lives and live them with the potential that we've got. So I really do think that the I'm too tired excuse, and I'm going to call it an excuse, is a really important one to address, because there's two reasons why we could be tired. The first one is we could actually be physically tired. If you've got a manual labouring job and you're out all day hoofing bricks around, or if you're digging in a garden all day, then yeah, you could quite easily be hugely tired. And that is an excuse to perhaps not go and hit the gym up really, really hard, or go and do some high intensity training. If you don't want to, it may be the cue to take a nice walk and get some fresh air and stretch out and breathe and relax, because as much as exercise is there for building our bodies up and getting us strong and fit and healthy, is also there to de-stress and help our minds let go of the day-to-day mundane stuff that we do and re-energize it and give us focus to do the fun stuff and the stuff that we actually want to do. So that I'm too tired when you're physically tired could be used as a valid excuse, but the I'm too tired when you're mentally tired, just run down with the day-to-day stuff that we have to do in life, the universe and everything. I think we can do that to a certain extent, but we've got to bear in mind that one of the biggest ways, the biggest thing that you can possibly do, and the easiest thing that you can possibly do to de-stress your life, is to actually go out and do some exercise. It's been shown that it is a positive influence in our mindset, how we feel, how we react to things. If you go out and you do some kind of exercise, those endorphins start kicking in, and you will feel better about yourself. You'll feel more alert, more awake. Your brain starts ticking over. It starts getting blood flowing into all the little nooks and crannies, and it helps us deal with life in a more positive manner. So actually, even though it's counterintuitive sometimes when we're feeling absolutely exhausted, one of the best things that you can do when you're tired is to go out and get some exercise, whatever that may be for you. Another one of the things that can really make a positive difference, of course, it's going to be hard and arduous if you don't actually enjoy getting exercise. And the key to doing any kind of exercise on a regular basis is to find something that you really like doing. I covered it in part 1 a little bit. It's really, really key to find the thing that floats your boat, the thing that makes you want to go out and do it, because we will always find time and energy to do the things that we want to do. If your mate rings you up and you're absolutely exhausted and he says, look, I've got a really, really good film, I really want to go and see it, you'll probably drag your butt out of the house and go and see it. Or if somebody says, I'm celebrating my birthday, but you've had a dreadful day, you are probably still going to put some nice clothes on and go out and have a drink with your friend to celebrate their birthday. You will find the energy, and it is that motivation to find the thing that you want to do, whether it be horse riding, or whether it be underwater basket weaving, or climbing a rope, or the world is your oyster. There are so many things that you could do that could give you the motivation to overcome the mental tiredness, to go out and enjoy yourself and have fun and get fit while you're doing it. So that's number 2. I always find it's really, really useful sometimes when your mind is full of stuff, to put some music on, is to put something really high tempo, energetic music, because it lifts you up. Music is so evocative. It gets into your head, and even if you don't want to get moving, it can lift you up enough so that you can. So put something loud and energetic on, and even if the very least you're dancing around your kitchen for half an hour to some crazy music and your children think you lost the plot, that is better than just sitting on the sofa doing the slump. The slump is not a good thing until you've actually stimulated your mind and your body doing some exercise. And I would also say that everything is more fun when you do it with somebody else. Again, I covered this a little bit in part 1 when you're looking at the time reasons. If it's fun, if you're doing it with somebody that you get on with, you enjoy being with, you enjoy spending time with, or somebody that inspires you, somebody that's doing something that you fancy trying, ask them if you can go along and give it a go, because you never know, it might be your thing. And it's always better to do something with somebody that is already inspired and motivated to do something. So that is another one of my reasons to get over that tiredness. Is if as soon as you start talking to somebody with a passion for something, you are energized. You will pick up on their energy. So if you've got somebody that does a hobby, an energetic sport or something, ask them if you can go along. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it. And that's fine. You tried it. Go find something else. Find somebody else that inspires you. There's lots of groups out there that you can get involved with, community groups. I CrossFit. One of the reasons why I CrossFit is because of this community aspect that it has. We're all involved. We're all in it together. And it keeps me motivated to keep going back. Another thing that can help you manage your tiredness and your energy levels when you're feeling low and you don't really want to go out is to have a goal. Set yourself a target. Set out like, if running's your thing, go sign up to a running race or an obstacle course. Or if you like doing things for charity, there's loads of things that you can do. Abseiling, walking, the list is endless what you can actually do, but they will motivate you to go out and get fit so that you can do your best for your charity event or for your goal. Or if your goal is to be able to run up and down the stairs at work, that will take time to build up. But if you've got a goal to do it, then that's going to motivate you. Even when you're tired, it's going to motivate you to get out and do it. And it's the kick up the backside that sometimes we need. When you've got those goals, it will keep you going even when you don't really want to. When the nights are drawing in and it's raining outside and you just want to snuggle up. Actually, those goals will help you get out and do it, because if you don't train for your goal, you won't actually achieve your goal. Maybe you might achieve it, but you won't achieve it as well as you possibly could. And I think, that could be a real change in your mindset. The other thing is to have the plan, to put the plan in place, to get it cast iron in your diary. Just make sure that you've made the time, see part 1, made the time to put it in your diary so that it's a non-negotiable, so that every time you don't quite feel like doing it, it's going to pop up as a reminder on your phone or, in your diary. And it's going to make you think, oh yeah, actually, I did say I was going to do that today. And so I'm going to go and do it. Because if I don't do it, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel energized if you go and do it. If you don't do it, it's going to bring you back down. And it's not going to help that tiredness and the lethargy. And what we're all about is bringing back the energy in our lives and getting out and living our lives. So by building it into a plan, into your daily life, you are going to be able to succeed more when times get hard. And that brings me down to one of the key things, which is sometimes we just don't want to do it. Sometimes we just want to be that 2-year-old, throw our toys out of the cot and just stamp our feet and say, I don't want to do it. And that's when you've really got to step up and be the adult. So it's kind of like devil on one shoulder, angel on the other. And you have to step up and tell your inner 2-year-old to just buck its ideas up. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my kit on. I'm going to do it for 5 minutes and see how I feel after 5 minutes. Because chances are, once you have started, you will feel much better about it. And you'll probably continue. You'll probably carry on and do the whole session and feel so much better at the end. So deal with that inner toddler. Tell it to buck its ideas up. And if it argues, just tell it, I said so. To yourself, I told you so. You've got to do it because I'm telling you you've got to do it. And just give yourself a kick. And when that doesn't work, well, this is spaniel time. Obviously my daughter is home. See, never stops. Is focus on the benefits in your... Hi, Jenny! I'm just on the video. Is to focus on the benefits, the reasons why you started it in the first place. So all your health benefits, you know, the fact that you sleep better, the fact you feel more energized, your brain works better, it's the mental focus is good, your body gets stronger. But don't underestimate the strength of your mind. So each and every time you give yourself a kick up the backside and get yourself into your training session, even when you didn't want to, is a victory. It's a winning situation. You will feel better, I can guarantee it. Those endorphins won't let you be otherwise. And each and every time it'll get easier. And each and every time you will win. And we all love to win. So this is Sarah Southey from the Southey Way. Take time, make time, and feel energized. Don't let that tiredness be an excuse to stop you achieving your goals and living your life. So part 3 and 4 are going to follow. If you haven't caught up with part 1, then have a look and we'll catch you on part 3. Cheers.